Mother's Day. I just want to do a quick check-in to see how you're doing, what you did for Mother's Day, how you're feeling. It's Monday. I'm coming in a little bit earlier than I planned because my dad and I are heading to breakfast. We're here in Portland, and I shared some of this earlier, but I have written a book called Daddy Daughter Day. And today is the big day that I meet with my publisher. Is this like an appropriate thing to wear to meet with your publisher? Let me know in the comments. I still have a few minutes that I could change. I'm feeling really nervous, you guys. It's kind of a big deal to meet with the publisher, put the final touches on the book, and then, after this, we'll start talking about the timeline of when it's going to be released and what promotional material we need and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited, but to be honest, I'm really nervous because I just want it to go well. I want to be seen as an empowered woman. I'm going to be talking all with men who have a lot of their own opinions, not all of which I agree with. And sometimes that can be scary, but I'm stepping into my power, and I'm knowing that this is my baby, and it may not always go the way I want it to go, and that's okay too, but that, my voice matters. And honestly, creating something new, like writing a book, feels so much like motherhood, like being pregnant and bringing a baby forth into the world. Except the gestation of this period has literally been years. And I feel like I'm moving into transition, which, has that is anxiety provoking, but also is really, I don't know about you, but when my body moved through transition, when I was in labor, I was like, oh, this is what it's about. This is progress. It's coming, within whatever, an hour or so, my baby will be here. So I feel that for this dream, I feel like, okay, I'm finally in transition. Hi, Terry. So good to see you. I'm glad you can be here live. So I want to talk a little bit about what happens when there's so many voices coming at us from so many different areas of our life and that are conflicting, right? So what happens when the pediatrician says, never wake your baby up, and then the doula says, oh no, you have to wake your newborn baby up every 3 hours to nurse, and when your chiropractor says, you need to do this thing, and the acupuncturist says, no, do this thing. It can get so confusing when all these different experts have different opinions, different valid opinions. I know that that causes my mind to go spinning, right? So how do we know what to do? We know we want to be in action, especially when we're suffering or our loved one or our child is suffering. We know we want to do something, but it's what medication do we give? Do we use an essential oil, or do we use, an over-the-counter drug? What do we do? Can you relate? Let me know if you can relate to this confusion of somebody tell me what to do, right? I remember, especially when I was a new mom, being I just want the manual that will tell me what to do. And the way that I love to work with my clients is that we actually do have the manual, but it's not outside of us. It's really inside of us. And our feelings and our intuition can guide us towards our own North Star, towards what we want for ourselves. Doesn't mean we're always going to get what we want or, move in the direction of what we want. But if we don't listen to our innate essential selves, then we're going to go somewhere and end up in a place that we didn't really want to be. So how do we listen? How do we really get in touch with her? And really, I like to think of it as if we have a map to San Francisco and we are clear on where we want to go, right? say we have a vivid vision for our life and we're clear that we want to go to Grace Cathedral. Oh, and that's my dad calling me, so I'm going to make this brief. We can't get to Grace Cathedral even if we have an amazing map unless we know where we are now. So the first step that I bring my clients through in getting in touch with their intuition is really to locate where they are now in this moment. So I have them check in with their body. Is their body now? And you can do that in this moment for yourself if you're watching. Check in with your body and just ask your body, do you have any messages to share with me? And then you can check in with your intuition. You can check in with your thoughts. You can check in with your breath. You can check in with your feelings. What do they want to tell you? What messages do they have to tell you? And when you know how you are right now in this moment, that can propel you forward. But until you feel grounded in this moment and how you really are now, without pushing it away, I don't think change can happen. Okay, so I think he's coming over. I'm gonna end this. Bye.